take it back.
You guys remember when we were like, we don't want to do anything on camera because then we have to not be in our pajamas. And here, all you bitches that podcast around the world made video podcasts, and now we have to do it.
Thanks a lot, Morning Toast.
I am still in pajamas, so this is like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm pajama adjacent.
I have a mascara, but a pajama.
I'm wearing a bra. Like, I'm just like, everything's wrong.
It won't always be this way.
No, it won't.
No.
But we're older now.
It requires a little bit of work.
I did have this thought. So I flew in this morning. So surprise, here we are.
Also, if you're listening in audio, you don't know what we're talking about.
I was just about to tell
Okay.
them. Okay. So we are in Kelty's house in our office, and there's been a total makeover renovation of not just Kelty's entire fucking house, but she chose to take on a LadyGang studio. So we are sitting here in beautiful chairs with a beautiful backdrop in front of beautiful lighting with cameras. So you two can see us look like shit on video if you feel like it. We're going to just be doing clips. We're not going to release like whole...
There might be a
don't
YouTube
know.
situation
We
coming.
don't know what we're
We don't
gonna
know
do.
yet, but no promises.
No promises, but just so you know, it's not your typical bleak Zoom. We are stepping it up. It is 2023. We don't want to see a Zoom room.
We have professional lighting. We look decent.
Yes.
We're ready to go.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing a lash.
You are.
You
Wearing
are
a big
in a
lash,
lash.
actually.
A big lash.
Yeah.
That's all I had left. All I had left was Vegas showgirl level lash.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely a showgirl lash.
you're welcome.
Well, we flew in this morning. I landed at 7:30, and I had a revelation about aging and how I can no longer dress like a child to get on an airplane anymore, because then you just look like a sad old lady.
No, I can't do that. I have to look like a child. It's
But
the only
do
way
you
to fly.
not feel insecure? I feel so insecure now if I travel in like anything that's not appropriate. Like you wouldn't want to bump into your boss wearing. You know what I mean? Like
I don't have a boss.
it's like hypothetical.
But I bump into Kelty?
She can't even dream it. She can't even. Jack's like, what's a boss?
I don't know what that means. I bump into myself in the mirror and just like look at myself.
Anyways,
God, it must be nice to be so free.
So
Wait,
free.
what are you wearing? Or did you wear that? You wore jeans.
I wore jeans, and I wore a Nina Bing like fleece because I just need it to be. If it's not dressy, it has to be expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's
What
the
about
rule.
an expensive sweatsuit?
That is fine, and I actually decided, because I fly in so early on these mornings, all I want to be in is in a sweatsuit, but nothing is appropriate. It's all like childlike sweats. So I need to find a chic sweatsuit. I know I'm 8 years behind on this, but it's time. It's time.
You could, 2020 is calling.
It's Colin.
Yeah. I can't do jeans ever. Not on a plane.
I like a jean. I don't mind it.
Not for me.
No?
Not
Well,
for
you're
this
always in
vagina.
a legging. I mean, talk about, that's
I need the compression.
Well, she's in a legging without an underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
upsetting.
Single layer.
Just getting it all over
Breathing
that
in,
seat.
breathing it
That
out.
nice fabric seat.
Okay, well, it's time for...
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh, no.
Were you going to give us a
I looked
sound
over.
effect?
There's
I
no
looked
good week,
over. I
bad
wish
week,
there
but-
was.
Sexy mature. I'm Peggy. The dick is trash.
That's
Who
all.
would like to kick us off?
I'll go.
Okay.
The time finally came.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My good week is I found a fucking wedding dress. It's been purchased. Thank God. It will get there in time. I'm just so excited. I did it. I feel like you guys should be really proud of me.
You didn't
We were
actually,
just talking about you
you didn't-
upstairs.
You didn't actually. First of all, I'm annoyed because I was like, "Wait, have you seen Jack's dress?" And Kelty's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, that's fucking rude." I've
No,
not
she saw too.
No, I didn't.
Kelty texted me about it. She asked.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought being involved on all the
she was
text chains
curious.
regarding the dress meant that I also was curious. I just didn't want to be annoying.
Well, because Kelty keeps sending me all these wedding dresses on
Yeah.
Instagram, being like, "This is your dress.
I have
This
nothing
is
to
your
do at
dress."
3 a.m. with my anxiety
Yeah.
anymore. I've been watching
Yeah.
rug cleaning videos and looking for
Oh,
wedding dresses
those
for
are
Jack.
nice.
Yeah.
Those are
I
very
love a
satisfying.
rug cleaning video.
I know. The guy that cleans like a black rug and it
Oh
turns
my God,
beautiful.
so
And every
fulfilling.
time you think he's done, he keeps going. It keeps getting lighter.
yeah.
know.
You're like, good as new. knew.
Okay, but hold on. This is about you. This is about the dress.
So anyways, in between her sending me a bunch, she was like, oh, did you find one? And I was like, yeah. And then I sent her the videos and stuff. It's one of the dresses. I was between two that I sent you guys.
Okay. Well, this is not narrowing it down. You've literally sent us 85 dresses.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll show you later.
Okay, great. Cool.
But I'm very excited about it. I think I did the right thing for myself by trying on every single dress that has existed in the entire world, because now I'm like 150% sure this is my dress. So I'm like, crisis averted.
Yeah. And I also love, like, bravo to you, because you had you really Keltied the dress try on.
Oh.
Like, you had no shame
No.
about, I'm going to go back to Kinsley Bridal 9 times, and every time they're gonna be like, welcome Jack Vanek, like, hope today's the day. You like you had no like qualms about bringing mom and dad, photographing them, videoing in every dress, like you. Yeah. And I feel like people are embarrassed because they're like, oh, these people are like pressuring me to make a decision, and you were like, no, I'll be ready when I'm ready.
I just feel bad for the few places like Kinsley James that I did go 4 times and then didn't buy a dress from there.
Hey, you gave them great press.
I did. That's the way the cookie crumbles, baby.
I know. I'm like, you know what? I can make you all TikToks for the end of time.
Yeah.
And it's mutually beneficial.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry.
And also, when you're spending that much money on a gown, this isn't a t-shirt at the Gap.
Also, Kingsley James, you should have given her a free dress. Lesson learned. Let's be
There's
honest.
still time. I have many.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I think.
Hold on.
Devil's advocate. I'm at a point now. I know everyone's like, influencers get freestyle all the time. Blah, blah. It's nothing we want.
No.
And I think it really chaps my ass that these bridal companies don't know how much content they're going to get of a beautiful, influential woman in their dress.
Yes.
Idiots. Dummies. Dummy.
I mean, it pretty much is the only free thing that you could send somebody that you'd actually get a return for.
And guarantee you're going to get professional high resolution photos. Oh, you want 10? How about 10,000?
Yes.
It's so dumb of them.
20 TikToks.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll do TikToks to the end of the time because it's the only thing that gets any views.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bridal content forever.
I'm thrilled for you. I've already moved on to starting to send her shoes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's been sending me shoes. She's like, I know you want a platform, but you're going to have to wear this ugly fucking shoe. And I was,
Why?
Not an ugly shoe.
it's pretty ugly.
But like
Why can't she wear a platform?
She can wear a platform, but she cannot wear a
chunky
ding dong big red boot platform.
Yeah,
like she can't wear the boot that she wore on the LadyGang tour as a bridal shoe. It's the dress is too soft and too sweet, and she's getting married in France. So it can be a platform, but it has to have maybe an open toe or maybe not like layers of chunky.
I have the perfect shoe
Not
for you.
Not Alita.
Not
No.
a
No, I have the perfect shoe for you. I feel like
that Jimmy Choo.
no, it's a platform and it's metallic, but it's like strappy. It's still dainty and delicate, but it is a platform with a thick heel so that you don't sink into
in the grass.
Yeah.
I'll send it
That's
to
what
you.
I sent you some of those, but it's okay that you thought
I
they
feel
were
like I
ugly.
might like the one that Becca sends me.
I'm sure you will. And I'm sure that's fine.
Awkward.
But I also begged Jack. I was like, sorry, this is taking so long. But I begged her. I was like, please let me come to the fitting. Like, there's one thing that I'm useful at.
Oh, no. I also begged you. I was like, please come to my fitting.
Like, I need to get to the fitting because I'll know the undergarments, the nipple tassels. I'll know where to snatch. And one time I went with my other friend Sarah when she was, and they bolstered the dress, like pulled it, you know, when you,
What's it called?
Bustled the dress. And I they worked for like half an hour. And I looked at her and I was like, oh, no. This is the ugliest bustle I've ever seen.
I think all bustles are kind of ugly.
They're all ugly, but there's a way
can
to
do
do
it
it where
good.
it's less
That's not-
ugly.
yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Okay.
So good week. We got a dress.
Good week. We got a dress.
And your parents went to every fitting, including your dad, which
Was so cute.
She's like, how can you do that?
speechless. Like when you said that on your vlog, I was like, surely this is not true.
No, you guys, before I got this dress, I went to 4 fittings in a row. It was a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday fitting. My parents came up for Wednesday, Thursday, and finally I was like, you guys, I'm doing this one fitting. I'll go there. When I was in New York, I did them by myself. Like, I'll be 30 minutes. You do not need to come and drive 2.5 hours there and 2.5 hours back.
They came
just to see me. No, they finally were like, okay, we won't.
Okay.
But
I'm glad boundaries are being set.
That was the only fitting they didn't come to because I had to beg them to not.
Do you think they're gonna want to come into the bridal suite
on the night? I think so. They'll be like, "Oh, here we. Let me just lube you up. There you go. Here's Jacqueline in her lingerie and crotchless panties."
Jerry, you know Jacqueline likes it like this.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. This is so
Bad week.
It's true.
That was my bad week just saying that. I'm so
Oh my God.
sorry.
Thinking about someone in a crotchless panty was my bad week.
No. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, you're basically wearing a crotchless panty when you get on a plane, though.
That's true. It's pretty much just crotchless underwear. Crotchless.
What's your bad week, Jack?
Well, so my bad week, I'm like, Becca, do we need to talk about Kelty's Get Ready With Me video?
Which one?
Kelty made a Get Ready With Me video that you were like, get ready with me
For a Super Bowl party.
to go to Rihanna's Super Bowl party.
It was Rihanna's party. Whatever it was. It was my husband's roller hockey team's group backyard party. Which is
Why did you say it was a Super
Number
Bowl
one.
after
It was
party?
a Super Bowl
It was a Super Bowl party. We went with the flying fucking elbows in the backyard
Here-
with a brisket.
All I could think was, before you say what we both thought,
Okay.
the only thing running through my head was these poor people are going to see Kelty talking about how much she doesn't want to go to this party.
Yeah.
And then she's going to walk through the
and
door.
fake it. And fake it.
And they're going to be like, she's such a dick.
Yeah, then they're going to see your video.
Okay, but
and be
Jack,
like,
describe it, please.
okay, well, it makes a little bit more sense that it was for his roller hockey team because I thought it was like a Rock Nation after party. And I was like,
I wish.
because Becca and I had a little side chat about it. We're like, what is Kelty doing? And
It was so hard to hang out with Rihanna.
I was like, Kelty needs to stop doing these complaining about rich people stuff because she's going to this amazing sought after party. Did not know it was Chris's. Nobody wanted to go.
Also, your brand is enthusiasm.
Yes.
I know.
Mine is over it. And
Yeah.
24 hours before this video went
Yes.
up, I made something.
Do you think you didn't inspire me?
Okay.
Yeah. It was a copy.
But was it conscious copy?
Yes.
Oh, that's so
I'm always looking. That's what TikTok is. It's
No.
seeing someone make a video and you make a similar video.
Not your business partner and you literally rip off their vibe.
I'm
I
sorry.
was like, she's becoming me.
Oh.
You're like, I'm going to take this disgusting hair tie and just put my hair up. I slept in the sweatshirt. I'm like, I think I just said that on Instagram.
Well, this is what our side chat was about. We're like, do you think it's a conscious thing or is it a conscious
thought it
copy
was-
or a subconscious
It
copy?
was a consciously subconscious. Like I saw your video. I also had greasy hair. I also didn't want to go and I didn't feel like making a happy, but I needed to do something and I felt like it was funny when you did it. So I did it too. But it wasn't like I have my Bujo here and I do have a list of TikToks that I'd like to make.
Oh my God.
I didn't copy Becca's TikTok on my Bujo. It wasn't that
In your mind,
conscious.
it was.
In my
Yeah,
mind,
yeah.
it was like, oh, it's actually really funny and relatable when someone's like, meh.
It's Kelty trying
Your
to be
brand,
relatable.
You're not
relatable.
Your brand is enthusiastic. I hate the word obnoxious because that's like a negative.
I don't want to be enthusiastic. Maybe
but everyone
I'm changed.
loves you
Maybe I'm
for
different.
being that way.
I'm changed.
Unfortunately, if you change, you're going to lose the Kelty stance.
Yeah,
because they
they're-
love you for
You're right,
your
you're right.
enthusiasm.
and they hate me for my
Yeah.
everything.
So get ready.
So
okay, you're right. You're right. You know what? I've seen
and
what's
my fans are not quite as loud.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. They're very quiet.
And you need the applause.
I love Becca's bad attitude. Just like me. I find it very relatable.
It's almost like she doesn't care if she lives or dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll go next. My good week is that I went. Oh, you know what? I'm enthusiastic. I went to the Jonas Brothers concert
There
this
you go.
past
There you
weekend.
go.
I was flown out there, and I was so excited about it. And people always ask me. On the plane, we were talking about it, like, are you a Nick or a Joe? And no one ever mentions Kevin because
would?
well, I know. I felt the same way. I was like, oh, Kevin is like, he's the Howie of the Backstreet Boys, where you're like,
He's the Chris Kirkpatrick.
no, okay.
Not that
Let's
bad.
not take it that dark. No offense to Chris, you're a great guy. But I was like, yeah, it's between Nick or Joe. And then I was like watching the concert and I was like, Nick. And I was like, I'm not feeling the fuzzies. And I'm
No.
like, Joe, not feeling the fuzzies. I'm sorry. Kevin Jonas is a fucking smoke show. His muscle wearing a hot, like a yellow tight t-shirt. We've been sleeping on Kevin for so long. A tight yellow t-shirt, muscles. He doesn't really sing. He just goes around and fingers the guitar. I love a fingering guitar. It's meaty. He's the biggest of the small Jonas.
You know what?
He's tallest.
I know exactly.
He's tall. I get it. I'm 100%. Don't DNCE me.
You're a Kev
I get
girl.
so jealous. I'm here for Kevin.
You know what?
I see the yellow t-shirt.
You're right.
He's hot, guys.
He is hot.
Yeah.
He got hot.
He actually has a Zach Martin vibe where his vibe is like,
He's got a great head of hair.
like, I don't fucking care. And I'm like, he has the same body where he's like, I'm beefy, but I'm like tall, but also like muscular. Cause it's usually short guys are muscular.
Yeah, he's hot.
why
he's
did
hot,
nobody
guys.
like Kevin?
He was like
Kind of
he was
goofy.
like- well, also like it's not
He's
hot.
not a pretty boy.
I'm gonna say something super awful, but like it's not hot when you
Devil's advocate.
when you like marry your high school sweetheart.
Right. He's not a
Oh.
bad boy. He's a nice guy that loves his children.
Yeah.
Like, I don't- yeah.
He has no edge.
I don't want him bending me over.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Because he's only bent one woman over.
But now
Oh.
I changed my mind. I
Now
would
he
like you to
knows.
bend me over.
You
Just
guys,
kidding.
I recently have fallen down the TikTok hole of the bonus Jonas.
Oh, Frankie is amazing.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
He's
the fourth brother?
he's so funny.
Yeah.
He's so cute. I'm
Yeah.
like,
we
maybe
should have him on the podcast.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad week is that they are focus grouping my show Superfan this week, and I can't give you too many details because it's a secret. But basically, I would like you to just know and bear with me during this difficult time that 20 people are going to sit in a room and decide all the things they hate about me, and I get to watch it. So television is horrible. I would give back all of my Emmys. That's a lie. I don't care that much. I want to keep my Emmys, but like if you see me having a dark TikTok this week, you'll know why, and I need you to forgive me. Becca.
That's actually good because sometimes I need to know what the darkness is because there's often once a month about you have some sort of a dark time.
Yeah.
But you don't go into much detail about
Yeah.
it.
And because she's learned to not tell everybody in the Facebook
Yeah, because
group
you guys
about it.
told me not to
Right.
be like,
So
I'm
the
having a hard
next-
time. Hi, I'm
The next
sad.
step is not actually just
Doing
putting
it
it
at all.
out there.
But
At
then
all.
I'm happy all the time. That's very unrelatable.
You're right. You're right. You know what?
You can just be
I'm just trying to be
there,
I'm just trying to be there.
you know?
Yeah.
Becca, you have a good week, bad week?
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
can I just say, can I mention one thing?
Yeah.
That there was a note about
Oh no.
you on the focus group
Yeah.
that I saw earlier today that you showed me?
Yeah.
Silly in a bad way?
Yeah. This is what they do. They rate, you have like a button, I guess, or like I don't even know yet, but you have like some sort of form you fill out and then like you can vote this show was silly in a good way or silly in a bad way. What even is silly in a bad way? Angela Bassett did the thing. Like that's silly in a bad way, but it's also silly in a good way.
And you know what? That got lots of views.
lots of views.
So
Maybe
if you're trying to go viral, silly in a bad way.
silly
I
in a
feel like
bad way is like
is the vibe.
is
Oh,
when
like-
you post frog videos.
Yeah.
Silly in a bad way. But
think
like
that's a good way.
bad way that's so good, it's so bad it's good.
But is it so bad that you don't care to see it?
You know what? Please don't be in my focus group.
It's silly in a bad way that you got the ick and you're like,
You're like, I didn't need to see
never
that.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
I
I find you silly in a good way.
I do
always,
too.
even if I don't show it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Also, you should be used to sitting in a room and having people tell you what they don't like about you. Look at what Jack and I do with you every week.
No, honestly, I feel like you guys have really supported me, and I'm like, I
No,
feel
we
like I'm a
prepared
Rocky
you.
in the Olympics, like
Yeah.
dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun. I'm like, I'm swimming into my haters,
nobody
know what I
is
was-
better to get offended than you.
right? Because they're like, oh, we hate your dresses, and I'm gonna be like, cool,
Nothing I haven't heard.
I like me.
I did
I am
actually.
enough. I'm
Eyes,
enough.
nose, and eyes. I'm enough. I'm enough. I'm enough.
I am. What was your mantra?
I'm safe. I'm healthy.
loved.
I'm loved. I'm safe. I'm healthy. I'm loved. You know what? I'm gonna write that on a big board and put it in front of my Zoom camera while I'm watching
You
it.
should actually.
because that does none of that really matters.
Nothing matters.
And if someone's like, I hate those boots, I'm gonna be like, they were Oscar de la Renta runway. I'm gonna do those. I'll just post the scene from Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, you don't see the difference in these belts. You know that blue sweater you're wearing? That was from Old Navy. I created that on the cover of Vogue 3 years ago with these Oscar
It's
de la Renta
cerulean
boots.
blue.
It's cerulean blue. Okay, Becca.
Okay, so my good week is that I kept a human alive for 1 year.
Congrats.
Yes.
Congrats.
Sexy mature.
Yes,
is
it was
mature.
super sexy mature. I can't believe that my child is 1. We had a big birthday party. It
It
was
looked so cute.
it was pretty good. I don't really enjoy hosting parties, but I've hacked the system. I outsourced everything. Because I did the math on things. Because people are going to come back and be like, but you did a food truck and all this is so expensive. But you know what? Time is money. YOLO. And also, it would have cost so much to go shop and like do all the shit anyway and make it, and it would be garbage. And I had this realization that the reason I hate hosting events, parties, whatever, is because I feel like I'm literally a captor. And I'm like, you're being forced to be here for 2 hours. You're basically in prison.
Yeah.
So I'm very worried about how you're going to be feeling.
Yeah.
Because you're probably not even wanting to be here.
Right.
So I want to give you a good cocktail and I want to give you a delicious food truck.
Yeah.
And that is what I did. And I did go a little manic at the end and I booked a Tiny Tails petting zoo.
Okay, I was going to ask
Which
about that.
looked really fun.
Turtles? What else?
Turtles, chicks, 1 chicken, a hedgehog, a bearded dragon,
Oh my God. I only saw the turtles.
bunnies.
I love a bunny.
The bunnies were cute and soft and whatever. So anyways, I
like the bearded dragon.
went for it. I really went, and a turtle. Did I say turtle? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always tell like the weird kids that were like, so they would go around and be like, what do you want to hold? Because she'd give like the whole
Right. She's
spiel.
like, I want a chick. And they're like, I want the bearded dragon.
Yeah, and like the little girl that's like, I'll take the turtle. I'm like,
That would have been me.
That's totally you. Like, do you have any sticky frogs?
I was like, really? Have you seen the turtle's face? It's bums me out. Okay. Anyways, so I did it. It was great. It was amazing. And then my bad week is after coming off my high of being the best mother ever, the nanny was out yesterday and I had to be with my kid all day. So, and I am a weak person. I'm not meant to raise children by myself. I can't, my threshold is low. So it's hard for me to be with a 1-year-old all day long. As a mother would
By
say.
yourself.
By myself. So I bring him on a walk and he's walking now. So I'm like, this is going to be easy now that I don't have to hold him. He can just kind of toddle around, do his thing, explore dirt. Like he's just, you know, busy.
He's a person.
This person. So I'm like sitting there and of course I'm on my phone Googling where we want to go on vacation this Christmas. And I look over and my child has his hands in an ant pile. Fire ants.
Fire ants?
Fire ants.
Oh,
And I'm looking,
no.
and the way that I know is because he's standing there and he's just like looking at his hands and watching these little things crawl all the way up his arms. And I was like screaming at the top of my lungs. And I started like going like this and this and this and like taking his shoes off of him. And I was like,
did they bite?
he was panicked because I was panicked.
Yeah.
I keep it pretty cool any other situation. Like if he bumps his head, I'm like, we're good.
Yeah.
But then that freaked me the out. Because I'm like, that hurts like a motherfucker for an adult. So he just kind of looked at me and I was like brushing them off. And then I dunked his feet and his hands in the pool. So it was like cold water.
Yeah. Smart.
It's good. But then I was like, God, like I can't even be with my kid for a day and not screw it up. Zach was out of town and he came back and he had like a gash on his forehead, a cut on his finger, and like ant bites all over him. I'm like, mother of the year.
Was he like in pain afterwards?
No, what was so weird is I got 1 bite from like getting him off. He had probably 6 bites on this hand with little welts, red, all that. And I like put some cortisone on it and like tried to do whatever. He didn't even like notice, acknowledge, nothing.
Oh.
So I'm like, maybe he's baby Zach Martin who feels no pain.
Wow.
Okay, so I know this isn't my part to talk, but I just want to tell you something that really shaped who I became as a child or as an adult. And it's similar.
Trauma.
Well, I was a very quiet and like pretty good kid and I'd never wanted to cause my family any trauma. And so like, I guess I was like 3 or 4 and my mom tells this story of like, I was in the back seat and I was like, Mom, and she was like, Kelty, behave. Like, you gotta be quiet back there. Read your book. Like, you know, she was just busy mom. And she was like, I'm not fussing with you right now.
Right.
And when she got me out of the car, I guess we'd like come from the park or something. I was completely covered in fire ants and like drove home the whole way and like was like, Mom, and like she didn't like care for me. Anyway, it's just like her biggest regret as a mother. So I'm glad you found them right away. But anyway, don't feel bad about the fire ants. It happens to everyone. Oh my God.
You did the right thing by.
He's too young to remember.
Yeah, he's too young to remember, and you did the right thing by like acknowledging his.
But the trauma was the unacknowledgement of the fire ants.
Exactly. Like just sit there and be
not the fire ants themselves.
Yeah. So you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I know. My pediatrician. I know this is like annoying, but they tell you not to say it's okay when your kid's upset or crying or hurts themselves.
Oh.
You're not supposed to say like it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, because I guess it's like this is so stupid. Like, why do we even care? Babies are like literally in shacks and they're fine. But she's like, because it like
Sensitizes them.
no, it like
elevates their emotions. Like
yeah,
they're
it,
allowed.
like,
It doesn't
takes
have to
away.
be okay.
It doesn't have to be okay.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
felt
like,
that when my mom was
Yes.
saying you're okay,
Yeah.
and I was not.
So you have to like acknowledge, like,
Yeah.
I know this hurt.
make
I
it
know
better.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Okay.
I'm constantly
Wow.
saying it's okay, it's okay.
Okay. Well,
Interesting
you're doing
parenting.
great.